Hi, I'm Brenda Reese. I'm a relationship mentor and coach. And I have a question for you. Are you someone who has big dreams or you have big goals for what you want to accomplish? Maybe you want to take the stage, a bigger stage. Maybe you want to write a book, start a podcast, but you're held back because your life is not matching what you want to accomplish. Maybe it's because your personal life is difficult. Maybe it's kind of a shit show of some kind, but you don't want to talk about it. You can't talk about it because there's a mask you need to wear. There's a persona that you need to really put forward, mainly out of protection. But what's underneath that? It's shame. Holding on to shame can really cap your income. It can cap any kind of relationship, intimacy, any kind of connection with anybody. And this can show up in different ways. It can affect your money. It can affect definitely your relationships, but it affects your health. It affects every part of you. So are you ready to maybe switch that? Because when I work with people, and we're going to talk about a question today around the shame, but when we work together, this is something that I'm able to guide you through. We're able to find what that is. So if you're a successful woman, a high achieving woman who finds that you can't say anything to anybody about what's going on in your personal life, but you're killing it at work, let's chat. So we're going to talk today about being successful at work, but not in your relationships. And this happens quite a bit. It's something that I struggled with. For a while, I was killing it at work. I could get things done. I felt in my power. I could delegate and I could stand up for myself. But man, once that time hit to where I had to get in my car and drive home, the inside started to shake. My gut started to tighten. My shoulders went like this. They just raised. And I didn't know what I was walking back into. A lot of this happened with my partners. It happened with my kids, right? Because I went through where one of my daughters was having alcohol and drug issues, running away, having to put her into rehab. And this all was affecting me, right, at work, but I could stand up for myself at work. I could kind of compartmentalize in a way, but it was eating me alive. Then, of course, I had this pattern of picking these men who, when I got home, I lost myself in this relationship. There was addictions, there was affairs, there was different things happening there, and I felt out of control. But at work was somewhere where I could really put myself. So I became more of a workaholic because I didn't want to go home. Do you ever have that? What happens when we feel successful at work, but not in our relationships, has to do a lot with our beliefs and our patterns and the shame that we carry. Now, shame, where does that come from? It comes from thinking that we are a certain way. So when I felt like I was not good in relationship because of this pattern that I had, that really does go back to childhood. There's truth in that. And what we do is we take a look at why that happens. So if you go back and you have any kind of abandonment or rejection or betrayal in your life, that may be showing up in your personal relationships now. And it also shows up, especially for us entrepreneurs, it shows up for us in client attraction. It shows up that we cannot attract the clients because we're afraid to be taken advantage of, to be betrayed, right? And sometimes we'll see that those patterns do actually show up in colleagues and friends and clients. We're going to get clients that remind us of, gosh, some people in the past. Because we have a pattern that we need to take a look at. It's coming up for a reason. So when we're feeling like that, we can handle ourselves well in one area and not the other. It's not 100% true because they do bleed together. They do bleed over because we can do this for so long, but pretty soon our protection starts to break down. So what I'd like to share with you is why don't you take a look Are is your relationship really making this so that you are so uncomfortable going home? You feel a little out of control. You feel like I can't get this together, but you're trying really hard to maintain some sort of sanity for yourself, but it wakes you up at night. You're feeling like I have to pour myself over into work too much, or into the job, or into your business, because you're trying to maintain some semblance of control because your personal life is out of control. That's okay. You're not alone. So I want you to take away from this that, one, you're not alone, but also that there is a way that you can take a look at what's going on in your life and be able to work through that, because what you're going to get on the other side of it, taking a look at this kind of shit show as a personal relationship, right? What you're going to get from this is you're going to get more client attraction. You're going to be able to not have a cap on your income. You're going to be able to have the intimacy and the personal relationships that you want. You're going to learn boundaries. You're going to learn how to really respect and love yourself, because that's really what's showing up. When we have shame, we don't have respect for ourselves. But then we can't show that either. We hide it. And I know that some of you go, no, Brenda, nope, that's not correct. I don't have shame. I'm powerful. I'm influential. But are you vulnerable? What about when you're by yourself? Do you feel powerful? Probably not. And this is why working together, we can make a difference in your life, so that you can, whether you're behind closed doors or you're out in your life or you're in a relationship, you can feel that same empowerment, because you're more able to be you, the real you, in relationship, in business, or by yourself. So I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments. Have a great day.